Hey guys, AJ here, back with another one for you, and this is another entry in the Women Are Being Ignored at the Workplace series where I talk about, guys, how it's just good practice to avoid women in the workplace altogether, and how oftentimes, even if you do, guys, women can't stand being ignored, right? So, in a way, you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't, but you're better off playing it safe. So, guys, we have another video here where it talks to a massage therapist and what he thinks about this whole thing. So we're going to jump into this, guys. But before we do, please remember to like, subscribe, drop a comment. It really helps to keep this channel going. And yeah, guys, let's just jump into this right now.
More women having public conversations about sexual harassment and assault. But a new conversation is emerging among men as they reevaluate their behavior in the workplace. News 5's Laura Wilson joins us in studio with more on this side of the story. Laura.
Yes, let's be clear here. We're not talking about men who make unwanted sexual attempts or who maliciously harass women. We're talking about behavior that by work standards may be acceptable, but that men are now questioning whether women are okay with.
But a lot of these feminists, that latter part, they don't even think that exists. They only talk about the small percentage of dudes that are actually doing dumb stuff. But they group all of us men in that same category.
The 5 letters that started a movement.
I think our country is different. I think that things will be different going forward.
Me Too. Those words being heard loud and clear across the country, including Colorado Springs.
I am a little bit more sarcastic and friendly at times, so I do make sure I watch what I say. In the professional setting, I need to make sure that nothing I say can be taken the wrong way.
Now, guys, I'm going to say this now. A man would be an absolute fool to be a massage therapist in these days. Why? Why would you even take that risk? The only way that I could see someone doing it is if you were a guy and you would only take male clients. Seriously, that would be the only way to do it. Because there's too much risk. This knucklehead right here, there's too much risk. All it takes is someone not even doing anything wrong. What if someone just doesn't want to pay him? All a woman needs to do is say that he did something wrong and he's doomed. That's it. All he needs, maybe you could trip over your shoelace and accidentally bump into the person something or other. All that woman needs to say is that this guy did something wrong and his life is over. So he is a fool for still doing this job.
Jared Blake works as a massage therapist at the Colorado School of Massage.
We keep it nice and safe.
His boss, Jose Alberto, says because of the nature of their business, his staff and students have been following strict guidelines years prior to the Me Too movement. From something as simple as switching topics.
When your client starts to speak in a certain way that you can tell they're nervous, that's your cue to change what you're doing.
To client waivers.
This is our open communication policy
that prohibit sexual conduct of any kind and encourage clients to speak up as soon as they feel uncomfortable. But even so, Blake says he's been more hypervigilant at work since #MeToo, especially since touching a woman is in his job description.
And that's why he's a fool to even be there in the first place. Because this guy's gonna get got, guys. Trust me. He's gonna get got. Some, especially now with all these Karens walking around, some woman's gonna be like, oh, well, maybe I don't like what he said. Or maybe, I don't want to pay. Or maybe just something. And then he's doomed.
One of my male clients, I'm like, yeah, just hop under the sheets, I'll be right back. But if I have a female client, I'm like, can you please undress to your comfort level? We're here to make sure you feel good. We're here to make sure that you're safe, secure.
He admits things are changing, but change can also be a good thing.
They're worried and they're nervous and they might do something accidental, but in the same way, it's good because people are becoming more aware.
And that's why guys like this guy are not good for any betterment of any type of men or other men. This guy right here, well, I mean, it makes me nervous and all and whatever, but I really think things are getting better. He knows damn well that he's literally walking a tightrope. But because the cameras are on, he has to try and say, well, I think that it's a good thing. So I'm telling you, dude, you're going to get got.
And I did ask Blake what his rule of thumb has been as far as what he deems appropriate conversation in front of women. He said if you wouldn't say it to your mother or daughter, don't say it to a female coworker. And we did post the question on our Facebook asking if our viewers have changed their demeanor at all in the workplace. Head to our page to weigh in. Rob, Elizabeth.
And of course, they don't talk about the fact that they had to sign also on that waiver. It goes both ways. No inappropriate talk with the client to the therapist or the therapist to the client. And of course, they're not going to talk about the fact that the female clients can get inappropriate with the male clients. And with the male therapist, if the male therapist rebukes them, then they can say that he did something. So guys, ultimately, don't work these jobs where you have to physically put hands on women as part of your job. Now, I know that there might be doctors and all these other things, or whatever, fine, okay. But even then, have another person in the room as a witness. But massage therapists do not make enough money to justify risking an M2 type of accusation. So, all right, you guys, let me know what you think. Let me know if you would even work as a massage therapist or any of this foolishness, because I certainly wouldn't. So, all right, you guys, this is AJ. I appreciate you guys, and I am out of here.